Hey everyone, it's Jed. Welcome to the Bitcoin update. I hope everyone's having a great weekend so far. Wanted to give you guys a quick update because we've been seeing Bitcoin downtrend for the past 2 days so far. No surprises here. If you guys have been watching the updates and the posts on Telegram, I've mentioned the essential points, which are the supports here that Bitcoin has to hold. And if not, will be downtrending like this. So, initially, again, if you could, if you guys watched the updates, this daily here failed to hold. This wick over here, wick to this weekly, signaling weakness to this daily level, and it went straight through the weekly. So if you go to the weekly here, there's still, let me see, there's oops, sorry. There's still 21 hours left until this candle close. So you never know, maybe a hard close above it, but as of right now, it's looking like a body close. Um, But as mentioned that on the last update, right, first we see these daily supports. If that breaks, it's going to the weekly. If that weekly breaks, it's going down to this range here, period. Okay. Now you see there's some support being held here. We'll go into the smaller time frames that we made together on the 4-hour time frame on the last Bitcoin update. But as of right now, if it's breaking a weekly, guys, it's going down even further, in my opinion. Okay. You have a daily here. Before this daily can even hit, we do have this weekly uptrend that's gonna support price. Okay, and here you can clearly see this all leads back to this very steep uptrend that I've been talking about since the last mastermind. You guys know I don't like steep trend lines like this, especially if it's reaching, you know, heavy resistances around this range, daily downtrends. It's just, in my opinion, just this was just waiting to happen. Um, and here's that volatile move down against that uptrend. Okay, so there's this weekly that's breaking. The more daily hard closes below it, the more likely there will be a weekly downtrend to this range here. 58K range, right? 59, 58K range. So yes, it's holding support here. But again, I think we'll be seeing a bit of a downfall for the next week or two. Um, for now, we're gonna make this daily downtrend here, something really quick. This will help give us an estimated time when we'll see, um, a range that it could, break out of. Here it looks like beginning of August, and I mean, it is already August 3, so this, end of this week or so, we could delete that. So now that we have these levels pretty much, they've been all been tested and broken, we can now evolve this here. I'll delete that. And now you're just working with that weekly level, to be honest. You're just working with this space right here, right? So everything inside of this area, right? Because you have this downtrend, this is where you're working with. So I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin can continue to fall down to this range. But I mean, for anyone that's trading, I mean, we'll go to the 4-hour time frame and see what we're working with here. So even here, this initial breakout, you have this uptrend, right? What was once support now becomes a resistance. We could just end up deleting this. We have this 4-hour downtrend here. This is looking really nice. We're just going to evolve this from there to there. Very closely in line with the daily, right around that range end of this week. So here you can see that weekly on the 4-hour time frame, it did, it did hold here as support. You see there's a significant bounce here on the 4-hour time frame off this weekly, right? But on a weekly candle close, you'll see it's hard closing in the body of the candle, but you got to look at the smaller time frames, and this is pretty much what helps you predict what's going to happen in these apexes, because I know you guys have a lot of questions on that, right? Here in this case, there was a nice volatile bounce, but at the moment we have this weekly resistance, this daily resistance, a lot of 4-hour resistances here, a lot of sell pressure here, but then we're going to evolve this here to there. The same trend that brought it up unfortunately brought it back down. Very volatile bounce, and it was followed by another red candle close on the 4-hour time frame. There's no ladder here. There's no high or low, right? That's what you want to look out for when you get closer to the apexes. You want to see a ladder. You want to see higher lows, something, like this into the apex, right? That's what you want to see. This is retesting the weekly support, okay? So it breaks below the weekly on the 4-hour time frame. It breaks down, lands perfectly on this 4-hour support. Again, guys, if you're trading, this is why I mark the 4-hour supports, because if you're trading, then obviously you would trade against these 4-hourly levels, okay? You can see here very volatile bonds on the 4-hour. However, it does end up breaking down below even more. The bounce is smaller. There's just, matter of point where this support just becomes weak and just continues to break down. Again, we have this daily support there. We have this 4-hour here. Just we can actually end up, yeah, okay, so that's the origin level here. Perfect. Okay, so I just don't think these 4-hourly levels will hold. These again are just levels catered more to quick trades, in my opinion. Okay. For all you people that are investors looking for good entry, you can begin looking entry now in some of your altcoins. Um, we'll go over the altcoins in just a bit, but I would advise you, right, to be a little bit more patient while Bitcoin continues to retrace a bit. So just like XRP, like on the other altcoins that I mentioned, to just hold off for a bit. We'll go over in an altcoin video, and I mean honestly, maybe a good time to buy. We'll see. So yeah, for Bitcoin, in summary, guys, you can. It looks like it's going to keep downtrending. Um, it looks like it's going to keep downtrending. But even if it does go with this range, 58K range, even if it does go to that range, it's still a higher low from this point. It's still a higher low from here on a macro time frame. Even just this structure here, right? If it does hold this weekly uptrend, just this structure here, it's a higher low. It's just on a bigger time frame. Okay, so no black swan event, just all part of the process, guys. Again, that this all led up to that steep daily uptrend, okay, that we've been talking about since the last mastermind, okay? That uptrend I was just always a little bit iffy about, and you can see it finally correcting. So again, guys, be patient. Start looking at entries now. Plan ahead. And yeah, let's look at DXY really quick. DXY has been downtrending as well. So while DXY is falling, guys, right? We're finally seeing Bitcoin, stop bleeding, right? So when DXY is falling, Bitcoin goes up, right? In this case, DXY is falling pretty hard. It's just enough for Bitcoin to stop bleeding momentarily, okay? A lot of volatile action going on here. If we go to the weekly time frame, you can clearly see breaking out of the weekly uptrend. It's looking like DXY may go around this range as well, honestly, just like Bitcoin. So yeah. So if anyone has any questions on Bitcoin, feel free to drop in the comments down below, and I'll see you on the altcoin update. Take care. Bye.